to be in this meditative state for a few more minutes. If you wish, you can take a normal breath in, exhale completely, and relax more. Experience the complete silence in your mind. Be in this meditative state for a few more seconds.
Suprabhatam, sit erect. Let's start morning Maitrimilan session. 3 rounds of Omkara. Close your eyes. Inhale. Opening prayer. योग गणपति मूल मंत्र ओम हम संगम भगवते नित्य योग युक्ताय सच्चिदानंद रूपिणे विनायकाय नमः। श्री दक्षिणामूर्ति गुरु स्तोत्रम। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेद विभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। स्वामी विवेकानंद प्रार्थना। नमः श्री यतिराजाय विवेकानंद सूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे Samarasya prayer for harmony from Rigveda. Om Sangachatam Samvadatvam Sambho Manasi Janatam Deva Bhagayata Purve Sanjanana Upasate Samano Mantra Samiti Samani Samalam Manaskah अद्यतन पञ्चाङ्गं षड्विंशत्यधिक-एकशतोत्तर पञ्चसहस्रतमकलियुगाब्दः श्रीक्रोधी नाम संवत्सरः उत्तरायणं शिशिरऋतुः माघमासः कृष्णपक्ष सप्तमी तिथिः स्वाति नक्षत्रं वृत्तियोगः भद्रकर्णं सौम्यवासरः. Today's date 19th February 2025 Wednesday. तिथेश्च श्रियमाप्नोति वारादायुष्य वर्धनम् नक्षत्राधरते पापं योगाद्रोगनिवारणम् करणात् कार्यसिद्धिश्च पञ्चाङ्गफलमुत्तमम्. सर्वेषां शुभमस्तु.
Prabhatam. We will now start the Karma Yoga Shloka Sangraha with the Dhyana Shloka. Parasharya Vajasarojamalam Niratanantokaram Nanadhyanakesaram Harikatha Sambodhanamodhinam Loke Sajjana Satpadeyaharah Deviramanam Muda Bhuyat Bharata Pankajam Karimala Prathamsina Shreyase Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Karma Yoga Shloka Sangraha Arjuna Uvacha Jayasi Chet Karmanaste Mata Buddhirjanardana Tatkim Karmani Dhore Mam Niyojayasi Keshava Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Nakarmana Manarambha Naishtaryam Purushoshtude Nacha Sanyasana Deva Siddhim Samadhigacchati Nahi Kaschit Shanamapi Jatu Vishvatya Karma Krita Karyate Yavashat Karma Sarva Prakriti Jai Gunai Karmendriyani Sanyamya Yase Manasa Smaran Indriyatmani Mudhatma Mityacharasya Uchyate Yasvindriyani Manasa Niyam Yarabhate Juna Karmendriyai Karma Yogam Asaktasya Vishishyate Anubandham Shayam Hinsam Anavekshya Sapaurusham Mohadarabhyate Karma Yattattamasamuchyate Yattukametsuna Karma Sahankarena va punaha Kriyate bahulayasam Tadrajasamudahritam Niyatam Sangaranitam Aragadveshatakritam Athatapretsuna Karma Yattat Sadhikamuchyate Karmanyevadhikarasye Ma Phaleshu Karachana Ma Karma Phalaheturбhuः Ma Te Sangosvakarmani Kim Karma Hima Karmeti Kavayopyatra Mohitaः Tatte Karma Pravashyami Yajñātvā mokshyate shubhāt Karmano hyavi bodhavyam Bodha कर्तव्यं च विकर्मणः अकर्मणश्च बोद्धव्यं गहना कर्मणो गतिः योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा समत्वं योग उच्यते. This we will chant today. Buddhi yukto jahatiha. Buddhi yukto jahatiha. Buddhi yukto jahatiha. Ubhe sukrita dushkrite. Ubhe sukrita dushkrite. Ubhe sukrita dushkrite. Buddhi yukto jahatiha. उभे सुकृत दुष्कृते बुद्धि युक्तो जहातीह उभे सुकृत दुष्कृते बुद्धि युक्तो जहातीह उभे सुकृत दुष्कृते तस्मात् योगाय युज्यस्व तस्मात् योगाय युज्यस्व योगः कर्मसु कौशलम् योगः कर्मसु कौशलम् योगः कर्मसु कौशलम् तस्मात् योगाय युज्यस्व योगः कर्मसु कौशलम् तस्मात् योगाय युज्यस्व योगः कर्मसु कौशलम् तस्मात् योगाय युज्यस्व The entire shloka buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrite tasmat yogaya yujyasva yoga karmasu kaushalam buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrite tasmat yogaya yujyasva yoga karmasu kaushalam buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrite tasmat yogaya yujyasva yoga karmasu kaushalam. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. We will now quickly see the meaning of this very important, very central shloka in the entire Bhagavad Gita, which holds a lot of significance in the field of yoga. Now, we will, as is the tradition, we will first see the word split. Buddhi yuktaha jahati iha ubhe sukrita dushkrite tasmat yogaya yujyasva yogaha karmasu kaushalam. Now, in the previous verse, we saw a definition, Samatvam yoga uchyate. This is in continuation to that. So 2.48, Shloka 48 of the second chapter describes about Samatvam yoga uchyate, one very popular definition of yoga. And here we get yet another definition, and both are interlinked. They are not to be seen separately. This is yogaha karmasu kaushalam. And this is also should not be seen in isolation. Yogaha karmasu kaushalam, how it is generally translated, yoga is kaushalam, dexterity or skill in action. Whatever action I do, if I do it very skillfully, then it is yoga. So, in a way, it may be right, but it is not the complete picture. So, when we see it in the context, when we see it in the textual context, then we understand what Bhagavan Shri Krishna wants us to understand through the terminology yogaha karmasu kaushalam. For that we have to commence from buddhi yuktaha. Buddhi is intellect. Buddhi yuktaha, a person who is endowed with the intellect. Everyone is endowed with intellect. What is the intellect that is spoken here? That's when we see the connection from the previous shloka. Samatva buddhi yuktaha. Acharya Shankara beautifully juxtaposes the word samatva buddhi yuktaha. A person endowed with that level of equanimity, when that gets kind of instilled in him, then what happens? Sukrita dushkrite ubhe jahati iha. Iha, in this world, in his day-to-day transactions, he jahati means he sheds. Rather, in this context, we have to understand, he transcends. He transcends what? Sukrita, dushkrita. Oh, some action is glorified. Someone is said, oh, he is in the IT profession and so on and so forth. Someone is only just a kind of a clerk or doing some lower division activity. Nothing is good, nothing is bad, nothing is higher, nothing is lower. If he is buddhi yuktaha, samatva buddhi yuktaha, he transcends the higher, lower, good, bad, etc. Everyone has to do their responsibility. That comes when this attitude of a samatva buddhi is very well instilled. Tasmat yogaya yujyasva. Hence, O Arjuna, try to instill this samatva buddhi, which is yoga. Previously also, yoga was defined as samatva. So, ensure that you get it ingrained in yourself. This is samatva buddhi. Now, if samatva buddhi is the definition of yoga in process, then outcome or kind of when this samatva buddhi is instilled in us, the outcome is also yoga. Normally people say yoga is both the means and also the end. So samatva buddhi, being endowed with samatva buddhi, if it is the means, I have that samatva buddhi, I go about my activities with samatva buddhi, then what is the outcome? The outcome is also yoga. What kind of yoga? Karmasu kaushalam. What is that kaushalam? Acharya Shankara again clarifies, yad bandhasvabhavani api karmani swabhavataha nivartante. Means when we are endowed with that samatva buddhi and go about our actions, no action will bind us, no action will pull us down, no action will lead us to anxiety, guilt, worry, sorrow, concern. That will not follow from performance of action. So hence, kaushalam here is dexterity, of course, skill, of course. Skill in what? Not getting kind of maligned by the outcome of the karma. So hence, neither punya nor papa will attach to that person. We see many such yogis, sages, Kabir Das and then Gora Kumbar, they were doing very normal activity. They were not concerned. Oh, I am just a potter. I am just a weaver. I am just a person who is mending the chappal. No. They were just going about their activity with that samatva buddhi. So hence they were not bound. They were happy. Especially in the Upanishads you see, one great king, Ashwapati, Janushruti, he was lying down in his bed and then he was thinking that, oh, I have done this dana, that dana, I have given so much to people, I am the greatest person in the world, he was thinking. Then two rishis in the form of a bird, they just, in the bedroom where he was lying down, adjacent to that there was, all this picturesque description is in the Upanishad. There is a tree. And then two birds were sitting there and conversing. Oh, this Janushruti thinks himself as the greatest person. Did he not know about one Raikwa? That Raikwa is the greatest person. Then this Janushruti sends out for a manhunt. Who is this Raikwa? Who is better than me? I am the king of this country and doing so many good activities. Who is this Raikwa? Then the manhunt, people went and searched in so many palaces and other things equal to the status of king. They come back and say. Then Janushruti says, go and search in common people also. Then finally they find out a person called as Raikwa, who is sitting under a rickety cart which is parked. Lot of pool of water is there and he is scratching his body. Kanduyamanaha upavishati. And then, oh, this is Raikwa. Then the king comes and understands that he is established in yoga, he is established in samatva buddhi, he has attained that yoga karmasu kaushalam, and then he goes about learning and he surrenders. This king Janushruti surrenders to Raikwa and learns from him and gets enlightened. So this is what this samatva buddhi, karmasu kaushalam can bring about. Enlightenment, happiness and kind of clarity about the goals and purpose and lead to transcendence in life. So these two definitions, Samatvam Yoga Uchyate is the process and the outcome is Yoga Karmasu Kaushalam. And interesting is, both of these definitions are stated in the context of Karma Yoga. So two popular definitions of yoga, they are attached to Karma Yoga. Bhagavan Shri Krishna thus emphasizes how important Karma Yoga is. So with that, we conclude this discussion on this shloka. Thank you.
Let's conclude today's session of chanting. Close your eyes.